Okay, this is going to be video 2. My storage filled up, so I'll just hurry up and I'll finish this video. But I was talking about in my last video, one right before this, unless I just stitch these together, I don't know. How understanding how audio-visual techniques work, and you can see, I said it's kind of like a little crystal ball, and you kind of tell if somebody is trying to create a narrative, whether it's positive or negative, about the same issue. So like I for the first time the other day, I said something negative about Trump, and it's been kind of eating at me inside, because I really feel down deep that, I don't know, I just feel like he's one of the good guys. And I don't know, I felt like I threw a friend under the bus, and I apologize for that. Because even with the negative picture that's being painted about him, I can see through a lot of the bullshit. Right here, I have training, okay? And I can see what the real story is, and it's tough for people to get past that narrative. And that's why I've stuck with Trump this whole time. And I'm just getting discouraged, you know, like I haven't gotten any help. Been going through this on my own. My family's been ripped apart. Anyway, you've heard the story. And I think I let some of that negative narrative get to me. So anyway, I'll keep reading this. The California Air National Guard will support the software virtual unit year-long beta test to demonstrate its utility and cost effectiveness. Once the respective funding has been provided, I am authorizing the SVU candidates to SUTA, I can't remember what that acronym is. Oh, that's for orders to get paid. To attend an introductory meeting with the SVU progenitor, Mr. Chuck DeCaro. Progenitor. This guy used some ridiculous words that I had to look up with the source. Mr. Chuck DeCaro on Saturday, 20 July 2013 at Joint Force Task JFTB on Los Alamitos. That was at the Army Guard unit. Los Alamitos, was that the name of the street that was on? Anyway, we went to the guard unit that was across the street basically from our guard base, from our air guard base. The California Air National Guard point of contact for this action is, I guess I don't need to say that guy's name. And then it says for the Adjutant General. I believe the Adjutant General at that time was General Wade. And then when General Wade left, it was General Baldwin, who's in there now. Signed by Laurel Yeager, like as in Chuck Yeager. Colonel, Audio Video, California, blah, blah, blah. Chief of Staff, California Military Department. Actually, you know what? The point of contact for this was David Church. That is kind of interesting because of, you know, the church committees. Anyway, yeah, so I worked on this unit, but the, just look up software. SOFTWAR. Go on YouTube, software, Chuck DeCaro. There's a couple videos that are clearly unclassified because you can get to them. So my 20-year retirement date would be August 17 of this year. I'm really don't think that there's a snowball's chance in hell that I could have got tricked into doing this, and they made me think that yeah. Anyway, there's like a 0.000000001% chance that they could let me know that I'm retiring on August 17th, and I'm still doing some combat cam. But the last position I held before I left was combat correspondent. So, yeah, if somebody in the background can kind of finagle that, maybe, if that's not the case, that would be awesome, because I have been fighting still for this country without a uniform on, without a paycheck. I've lost almost everything that I have, and there's more of it going too. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I don't think I've ever passed out from good news before, but I'd hit the deck if that was the case. And then I could learn all of the truth and reality of what really went down. Maybe see my wife again. Go sit on the beach with her somewhere. My family, my son. Hey, you can dream, right? You can have hopes. What else do you have sometimes? I'd have to take my ukulele with me. So, who knows? I don't think so, but you know, when you get to this point in life, like daydream a little bit so you can have some hopes. But yeah, I just thought some of that stuff was interesting. All right, I'm gonna go. I need to get back to work. I just got sidetracked, like I have done a lot in my life, and got that thought out of nowhere, just doing hats, going through my inventory, and all of a sudden, go look at your DD214. I'm like, where did that come from? So I went and checked it out, and I'm reading through it, and I realized, yeah, that would be 20 years coming up. Last job was combat correspondent. Found my ribbons and medals devices, and then realized that Lockheed Martin has a facility that has to do with visual information out of San Antonio, Texas, or Austin, Texas, I'm sorry, where Alex Jones is. Huh. Man, sometimes I feel like somebody slipped me some DMT, like when I was smoking some cannabis back in the day. Yeah, I'm just in some kind of DMT trip or something like that right now, because it does feel like we're in a simulation. Feels like my life is some kind of simulation. The ridiculous coincidences that appear in my life, you know. I go to court, and the two court officers that come up that are kind of lurking around me, talking to me, asking me questions, stuff like that. One of them is a 22-year veteran police officer from here in Avondale, which 22, you know, that number comes up all the time, X22, 22 Veterans Day, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then the other guy I talked to just happened to be in the Army Guard in Lancaster, California, which I didn't even know they had a base out in Lancaster, but that was where I was born. You know, the officers that arrested me during this whole thing, Officer Miranda read me my Miranda rights, and the guy that was shoving me in the back of the car, the guy that pulled a gun on me, he just happened to go to Madera High School, a small little high school, small town in California that my wife, ex-wife, I keep calling her my wife. It's hard not to do that after so long. Just happened to go to the same high school. as my ex-wife in that small little town. I mean, my life is a coincidence factory. Those are just two small things. This is every single day of my life that stuff like this happens. I don't know. I'm in the grocery store last night getting groceries. My ankle hurts. This girl walks by and looks at me and she goes, "My ankle hurts." I'm like, I have got to be stuck in some kind of simulator. Somebody slipped me some DMT. I'm going to wake up from this and go, oh my God, okay, I went through this whole thing. I don't know. Who knows? All right. Well, if that doesn't sound weird enough, I don't know. All right, I got to get back to work. Just thought I'd share that with everybody. Sorry, Trump, if I was wrong about what I said a couple videos ago. Hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. There's some things that I've been right about before that I'm like, please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. And then I'm right. But I've been wrong on some things. And I guess that's how you can judge a person's character, really, is when they are wrong, they just go, yeah, I fucked up on that one. I was wrong. That's how you learn, you know. Yeah, life is weird. All right, everybody, have a good night.